Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today, we explore Plato's tripartite soul, reason, spirit, and appetite, one of his most impactful contributions to philosophy. This theory, laid out primarily in the Republic, offers profound insights into ethics, governance, and human nature. To truly appreciate today's discussion, I encourage you to read or reread the Republic in detail, particularly where Socrates outlines the soul's structure in Book 4. Beyond the Republic, consider also exploring the dialogues, such as Phaedrus and Timaeus, that will deepen your understanding of how Plato's metaphysical ideas align with his ethical views. These works are essential to our broader course as they expand on Plato's vision of human virtue and soul organization. Our focus today will be on how reason, logos, should govern the soul, with spirit, thymos, and appetite, epithymia, in harmony to achieve justice, both within individuals and societies. Reading these texts closely will prepare you for a richer discussion, allowing you to engage more deeply with Plato's philosophical insights on how to live a balanced and just life. For those keen on modern perspectives, I recommend reflecting on how contemporary neuroscience, such as Antonio Damasio's studies of emotion and decision-making, provides a compelling counterpart to Plato's ideas on the rational and emotional aspects of the soul. Now let's dive into Plato's tripartite soul and discover how this ancient philosophical structure remains deeply relevant today.
Lecture 16, The Tripartite Soul, Reason, Spirit, and Appetite. Introduction. Today, we will explore one of Plato's most influential and enduring contributions to philosophy, the tripartite division of the soul. This concept, central to Plato's ethical and political theories, is elaborated in the Republic, where Socrates outlines the soul's structure as consisting of three distinct elements: reason, logos, spirit, thymos, and appetite, epithymia. Understanding this division not only provides insight into Plato's views on justice and virtue, but also helps us grasp his vision of an ideal society. In this lecture, we will examine each component of the tripartite soul in detail, explore how these elements interact with one another, and consider their implications for individual behavior and ethics. We'll also look at how this theory aligns with Plato's broader philosophical system and its relevance to contemporary discussions on human nature. The structure of the soul. Plato introduces the tripartite model of the soul in the Republic as part of his larger discussion on justice. According to Plato, the soul is divided into three parts: reason, logos, spirit, thymos, and appetite, epithymia. This division is crucial for understanding Plato's views on ethics and governance, as it mirrors his conception of an ideal society. Reason, logos. Reason, or logos, is the rational part of the soul. It is responsible for our capacity to think logically, understand abstract concepts, and seek truth. In the Republic, Socrates argues that reason is the highest part of the soul because it has the ability to grasp the forms, especially the form of the good, which represents the ultimate truth and source of all other forms. Plato, Republic, 508e, 509b. This rational part of the soul should ideally govern the other two parts, guiding them toward harmony and virtue. Plato's view of reason is closely linked to his idea of the philosopher-king. Just as the philosopher-king rules the city-state in the Republic, reason should rule over the soul to achieve true justice and virtue. This concept is vividly illustrated in the allegory of the charioteer, where reason is depicted as the charioteer guiding the two horses of spirit and appetite. Plato, Republic, 586a, 588b. Without the control of reason, the soul falls into disorder, leading to unjust and immoral behavior. Spirit, thymos. The second part of the soul is thymos, or spirit. This aspect of the soul is associated with emotions, courage, and honor. Spirit drives us to act with enthusiasm and to defend our values, often manifesting as feelings of pride and indignation. In the Republic, Socrates describes spirit as the part of the soul that aligns with reason to achieve noble goals and supports the rational part in pursuing justice. Plato, Republic, 4401c, 442a. Spirit is crucial for motivating action and maintaining moral integrity. It is responsible for our sense of honor and our capacity for righteous anger. For instance, When an individual feels a strong sense of injustice or is motivated by a desire to protect their reputation, it is the spirit that is at work. Plato emphasizes that spirit must be properly aligned with reason to prevent it from becoming destructive or overly aggressive. Appetite, epithymia. The third part of the soul is epithymia, or appetite. This aspect encompasses our basic desires and needs, such as hunger, thirst, and sexual urges. In the Republic, appetite is portrayed as the most irrational part of the soul, driven by immediate gratification and bodily pleasures. Plato, Republic, 440a, 441c. While appetite is necessary for survival and procreation, it must be regulated by reason to prevent it from overpowering the other parts of the soul. Appetite represents the part of our nature that seeks pleasure and avoids pain. It is essential for understanding human motivation and behavior, particularly in terms of how individuals pursue material and physical satisfaction. Plato argues that without the control of reason, appetite can lead to excessive indulgence and moral failings. The interaction of the parts. Plato's model of the soul is not merely a theoretical construct. It has practical implications for how individuals should live and how societies should be organized. The interaction between reason, spirit, and appetite determines our ethical behavior and overall character. Reason and spirit. Reason and spirit are meant to work in harmony. Spirit supports reason by providing the motivation and courage needed to pursue virtuous goals. When reason directs spirit, individuals are inspired to act justly and uphold their moral principles. For example, a soldier driven by spirit and guided by reason will act bravely in defense of justice rather than personal glory. Plato, Republic, 442b, 443a. Reason and appetite. The relationship between reason and appetite is more complex. Reason must regulate appetite to ensure that desires do not lead to harmful or unethical behavior. This regulation involves making rational decisions about when and how to satisfy appetites, balancing immediate pleasures with long-term well-being. Plato, Republic, 442d, 443b. Plato argues that a well-ordered soul will experience harmony when reason controls appetite, preventing the latter from dominating one's actions. Spirit and appetite. The interaction between spirit and appetite can be contentious. Spirit often conflicts with appetite when desires for immediate gratification clash with the pursuit of higher values. For instance, an individual might feel a strong urge to indulge in a pleasurable activity, but be motivated by a sense of duty or honor to refrain from doing so. In such cases, spirit can act as a counterbalance to appetite, helping to maintain moral discipline. Plato, Republic, 443c, 444a. Third, the tripartite soul and Justice Plato's theory of the soul is intimately connected to his views on justice. In the Republic, Socrates argues that justice in the individual mirrors justice in the state. Just as a well-ordered city is divided into rulers, warriors, and producers, a just soul consists of reason, spirit, and appetite, each fulfilling its proper role. Plato, Republic, 441d, 442a. Justice and the well-ordered soul. A just individual is one whose soul is harmoniously ordered, with reason guiding spirit and appetite. When each part of the soul performs its appropriate function, the individual achieves inner harmony and moral virtue. This state of equilibrium is essential for living a good and just life. Plato illustrates this by comparing the just soul to a well-tuned musical instrument where each part works together to produce a harmonious whole. Plato, Republic, 443, 444b. Implications for ethics and behavior. Plato's tripartite model has significant implications for ethics and behavior. It suggests that true justice and virtue require more than just external actions. They depend on the internal harmony of the soul. Individuals must cultivate reason, align their spirit with moral values, and control their appetites to achieve ethical excellence. This perspective emphasizes the importance of inner moral development and self-discipline in leading a virtuous life. Plato, Republic, 444c, 445a. Contemporary relevance. Plato's theory of the tripartite soul continues to be relevant today. It provides a framework for understanding the complexities of human motivation and the challenges of ethical living. Modern psychology and philosophy often explore similar themes, such as the interplay between reason and emotion, and the regulation of desires. Psychological perspectives. Contemporary psychology frequently examines how different aspects of the psyche influence behavior. The tripartite model resonates with theories that distinguish between rational thought, emotional responses, and basic desires. Understanding these dynamics can offer valuable insights into personal development and ethical decision-making. Ethical and political implications. Plato's ideas also have implications for ethics and politics. His view that reason should govern spirit and appetite aligns with contemporary discussions on moral leadership and personal responsibility. The concept of a well-ordered soul as a model for a just society underscores the importance of virtuous leadership and ethical governance. Conclusion. In conclusion, Plato's theory of the tripartite soul offers a profound understanding of human nature and ethics. By dividing the soul into reason, spirit, and appetite, Plato provides a framework for achieving personal harmony and moral virtue. This model not only informs Plato's philosophical system, but also continues to inspire contemporary discussions on human behavior and ethics. As we reflect on Plato's insights, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of the soul and the pursuit of a just and virtuous life.